Hey there, how's it going, boys? My name's Dalton, and I haven't played this game in forever. By forever, I mean like many years. So if I die a lot, don't question it. Also, this isn't technically my first game in, it's my second. I recorded the entire video, but then my recording software wasn't working. By recording software, I of course mean Xbox game clips. So halfway through this, you're going to see a little cut, which is when I made the next Xbox game clip. My stuff isn't advanced, but you know what? It's how you start off, which is a terrible segue because I don't have any script right now. But I want to talk about a bunch of different things, and first off is how I started off. So, when I was like 5, my mother gave me her phone with a few games on it, and that was the first time I ever played a game. Me being a stupid 5-year-old, not knowing how bills or anything worked, I thought, hey, I could do this for the rest of my life. Well, I mean, here we are. Not getting paid for it, but I'm slowly making my way. And whenever it hit 2013, I found Jacksepticeye's channel. It didn't really hit me at the moment, but I could do what he was doing. He was just playing video games, making videos, and over the following years, I slowly realized that. Because I'm stupid. And I was like, okay, I could do this. And I've been planning on doing this. And it was about 7 years ago, I think 2016, I'm not too sure. I was sitting down on like probably my phone, I think my parents' phone, I don't know. I think it was shared between me and my brother. But I was just sitting down playing some Roblox, you know, as you do. And then I told my sister something. I told her about my little idea of becoming a YouTuber someday. And she laughed at me. She laughed at my little plan, at my dreams even. So I decided, hey, I'm gonna make a video, and then I can declare myself a YouTuber. She called me an idiot, I forgot the password for the channel, and now it haunts me for the rest of my life, as people taunt me with it. I thought I'd take this to my grave, but the channel is called Lazy Big Dalton. I want to emphasize it does have a playlist on there, and me and my brother did share this account. I only had the Jacksepticeye, or not the Jacksepticeye, the Dante DM videos, I'll admit to that. But any other channel I don't even recognize on there. Whenever YouTube Shorts was added to the whole place, or channel, whatever, the YouTube turned that video into a short to give it more views, which wasn't fun to notice. But anyways, carrying on. In 2018, on Christmas, I got a brand new phone. And that's when I decided I'm finally going to do it. I'm going to start YouTube. So, every now and then, I'd get on my phone, play some Roblox, have a screen recorder going. The videos were terrible. If you want to see one of them, it's still up on my brother's channel, Cyberwolf. If you can't find his channel, it's probably because there's so many different Cyberwolves on this platform. But, now I messed that up, but I'm not going to go back. I'm going to keep talking because I'm taking this in one huge long cut. Of course I am. So, it was around whenever COVID hit. I'm just sitting in my room, have nothing to do. I've played all my games, and I'm bored. And I decided, I'm going to actually start YouTube now. The off and on with Roblox videos, me deleting them because I'm embarrassed about them, and then coming back, it had to stop. So, I made a new video. I live streamed with my friend playing Who's Your Daddy, and then I made a new video. I would wake up really early in the morning, start editing, and just not even finish by nighttime. Just go back to it and keep going and going and going. Whenever the video was finally uploaded, I was amazed by the view count. 40 views on my first video. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but some people struggle to get like 3 views on their first video. And most of the times it's just their parents watching. So this was like big for me. And I thought this is like a sign I'm obviously ahead of other YouTubers when they just first start off, yeah. So I might as well keep going. And that's exactly what I did. I made a Roblox video with a giant flying dick. That's taken down because I was afraid that YouTube wouldn't monetize me if it was still up. But I made another Who's Your Daddy video, and then I found Senza's channel. If you don't know him, he's a guy who's like off and on YouTube. He's been going through some stuff mentally and he hasn't really been doing all that well. I hope he gets better, but you know what? He's what started me off on the whole challenge video aspect. Despite never playing Skyrim before, I decided to play it with a challenge on top of it. The challenge was easy because I didn't realize that, well, there's difficulty to the game. No one ever mentioned how there's a difficulty setting you have to change. It doesn't pop up on the main screen, so I didn't even worry about it. Also, I didn't know that people didn't like quick saving whenever you do challenge videos, so that probably disqualifies all of my challenge videos for that game. But after that, I did a Fallout video, got my first ever request on a video. I tried it, failed miserably. The video is still up, but like it's a completely different challenge because of how badly I did it. It's a Fallout pacifist run. I still remember who did it. It was Chocolate T. He made the comment. And now, being unable to come up with a single good video on my own, I decided I was going to take a little inspiration from Juve, which is when I made the Ghost video and the Skooma video. I forgot the word for a second there. And then I took some inspiration from Milk. I really liked his Skyrim survival series, and I hated whenever it ended. He also hasn't been here lately. His Discord keeps saying that people are just like, I keep messing up words. Anyways, his Discord says that he's just like not here right now. He needs a mental break. It's obviously too much work. So I decided, hey, I'm gonna just continue it for him. I just stepped in and did that. I'm not sure if people are gonna like that or not. Whatever. But I want to talk about a bit of the future of the channel. Of course, I want to continue the Skyrim series. I don't think I'll ever stop doing the Skyrim series, and I want to end it whenever Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, so an entire another series will start up right after it. This Christmas, I was pretty much guaranteed to get a computer, not a really fancy one, a $50 Chromebook, probably the cheapest money can buy, but with that, I'll be able to make videos faster, as I won't have to wait for the Xbox clips to upload with my slow Wi-Fi. And this means I can do challenge videos again, and they won't take me a month to make. I could do them in like a week. And I really like that idea. I really want to do that some more. I also want to play more games, not have challenges tied to them. Just do some more stuff. And maybe a little later into the next year, I'm planning on making an entire another channel where it's like a little inspiration from Sleep Deprived and Vanos Gaming. Me and 3 other friends are just going to play games, do bits, and have fun. And something I haven't told even the closest people of my family is that I've been getting a lot into music. Whenever I get this computer, I think maybe in the next 1 to 2 years, I might be able to make some music, but I really want to do that. I've always been really, I want to say fascinated, but I think that's definitely the wrong word. I've always just really liked music, and I wanted to make some of my own. I'm probably going to take a lot of inspiration from Jack Stauber. I like learning a lot about mental stuff, and I want to see if I can help people with their stuff that they're going through. Of course, the main channel's been doing really well recently, but the future is still very scary. I mean, I'm going to turn 18 soon, in May actually, and I think that's kind of why I'm pushing so much to get subscribers. Like, I've never really cared about a big number. I kind of rather have a small community than a big one. But I just want to get to the point where I can start making enough money to live off of. Because when I'm turning 18, I'm sure I'll still be able to stay in the house. I just want to go out on my own. If I'm out on my own, I have more time to work on videos. And that doesn't mean that upload time is going to be a lot faster. I want to keep videos once a week because I haven't been doing all that great. I mean, I'm perfectly fine in terms of mental health. Don't worry about that. It's just stress, you know. I have very limited time to actually work on these videos. And with that, anytime I do have to spare, I'm constantly working, and it's just not all that great for, you know, stress. A lot of people see YouTube as this really easy job. Hell, I see it as this really easy job. But the thing is, it's a lot harder than you may think. It may not be physically straining, but it sure as hell is mentally. Making your own hours doesn't really mean much if you're constantly feeling like you need to work. I think it's burnout that I'm experiencing, but you know what, it's whatever. I've taken this break, not really because of Thanksgiving, like I said it was, but just because I truly did need it. There was this book, it was called Atomic something. I know that the Weekly Slap has already went over this, but I'll just say it's whatever. Whenever you start up a YouTube channel, it's like having an ice cube in a room, and you want more than anything for that ice cube to just melt. So, you crank up the temperature. but it doesn't melt. You keep cranking it. Every time you crank it, you're making a new video. You're doing something else to push your stuff, but it's not working. Nothing's happening. You keep cranking it and cranking it up, and the ice cube's defying all physics. It just won't melt. It won't even have a little glimmer of water dripping down it. I'm not sure if that works or makes any sense, but it just, nothing's happening. People looking over at your ice cube, they see it's frozen. They look away. And keep turning it, you keep turning it. Some people give up eventually. They think that this ice cube will never melt. And you just keep putting everything in your power to turn that ice cube. It's at 31 degrees. It should be melting. I'm gonna be honest, it should be melting, but it won't. But then you take the courage, instead of giving up right then and there, you crank it up one more time. And at exactly 32 degrees, it melts. And by it melts, I don't mean it slowly starts melting. It's just immediately a puddle. You look over, it's just 1 second ice cube, next second puddle, and that's all that people see. They think, wow, that was easy. It just cranked it up one, and you know, it was done. Or some people think it's a lot about luck. Sometimes it is, but you know, sometimes it isn't. I mean, my main channel is a lot about luck, and this one isn't having much luck on it, which I kind of like. I kind of like having small view count. But, you know, it's harder than it looks. And people won't ever see the difficulty that you put in. But the thing is that if you didn't make those videos, even if they never get views again, they're the building blocks for your channel. They're what helped you crank the temperature up one by one. Or, well, 1 degree by 1 degree, whatever. What I'm basically saying is, there's a lot of difficulty to it that people will never see. And that's fine. It helped you get to the point where you are now, which doesn't make sense because you're not there. Unless if you are there, and then, I don't know, whatever, man, I don't know your life. But basically, this can be applied to a lot of things. If you struggling doing the dishes, just start them. Just do it. I mean, you have to set your building blocks somehow. When you start up the day, you need to do the dishes, and then you can do the other chores, and it becomes a lot easier. I take a shower every morning. I wake up, just take one, and I feel great after. I start the day off with a W. And then after that, I'm able to continue getting W's throughout the day. Just doing all my chores really fast, and then being able to do whatever I want for the rest of the day. What I'm basically saying is, if you struggle with procrastinating, or if you really need to do something and you just haven't yet, just do something simple in the morning. Make your bed, take a shower, bring the dogs out for a walk. Because afterwards, then you have to do something else. But it's a lot easier because you're already in a good mood. If you walk the dog, now you have to take a shower because you stink. And then all of a sudden, you feel great because you just did so much stuff this morning. And you were able to get everything else done throughout the day. And if you've ever wanted to do YouTube, just start. You have to set your building blocks anyways. You might as well start now. It doesn't matter if you have good equipment. It doesn't matter if you think your stuff's going to be bad. Like, of course it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad if you start later on anyways. You might as well start now. That way, whenever you are ready, you're already, you know, have an audience. You're already set up to start. Whenever I started up this channel, I was going for like a Technoblade, Tommy Innit, or not Tommy Innit, a Tom Simon's channel type thing. Then I was like, okay, well, I can go for Drew Gordon and Danny Gonzalez. And I was for a little bit thinking, whoa, what about Moist Critical? I was like, I don't really know what I want to do here. And, you know, I decided I want to do this. This is cool. Maybe I'll do the rest of this stuff as well, but, you know, I don't know. It's just whatever I feel like in the moment. I just think it's nice to have a channel where the view count's less than 100. Like, I'm not expecting 1,000 views on a video, and if the video doesn't do as well as I think it would, it just doesn't matter. And I think I really like having a channel like this. I have plans of starting more channels in the future, of course I've already said. And I think the one that I want to say most scared of, but it's not really scared of. It's just the one that I want to do the well, or the best, or whatever, is partially the main channel, and also that music channel that I said I wanted to start in like a year or two. I already have some concepts for songs. I didn't go too deep into them because, you know, I don't know jack shit about music. And I should probably get a computer before I start doing all that stuff. Something else I wanted to get into was programming. I mean, I once made a Flappy Bird game on Unity and a donut in the 3D software thing. So that's something. My current computer was far too slow to load that stuff. It takes like half an hour to load its loading screen or its home screen, so you know, whatever. But as for right now, I think I'll just keep cranking the temperature up on the main channel until eventually I can just do that for a living. I really like the idea of being able to make videos how I've been making them, eventually go into other types of videos. I want to do live streaming at some point in the future, but it's also a really scary thing to get into. I know a lot of people get doxxed and stuff like that just because they didn't play a game one person liked. There's a lot of psychopaths out in the world right now, which is really scary. And lastly, if you haven't seen the main channel yet, what the fuck are you doing here? How did you find this video? Why are you still watching it? I mean, I'm questioning it. I'm not even going to plug the main channel right now. I think you just need to get off YouTube for a bit. I think you need to go do some other things. Like, you obviously have too much time on your hands. Also, if you're wondering why there's so many pauses and everything isn't like top quality like I try and do on my main channel, it's because I'm not going to spend so much time editing. I'm on my break, and I'm not going to do all that right now. Also, I don't think I ever will do all that stuff. I don't think I'll be adding music here. I don't think I'll be doing anything like that. Because, like, adding music on the main channel videos takes me about 3 hours. And it's so long and tedious. And I just want this channel to be, like, a lot more laid back. Just something I could do whenever I feel overworked or not really wanting to do anything at the moment. I think that I'll continue this little series I have going on right now, and I'm not sure when I'm going to upload. It's definitely not going to be a weekly or even monthly thing. It's just going to be whenever I feel like it. If you haven't already, you could join the Discord if you want to leave a question or stuff like that I can talk about, or even just a Q&A little thing. Something I'll leave you off with is, if you like this video, I would recommend the weekly slap. It was made by Schlatt, actually. Some people don't really know about that channel, but it exists and it's good. It's pretty much exactly like this, actually. He uses an older mic, so it sounds like old school YouTube with it, though. And also, I would actually recommend Jack Stauber's stuff. I really enjoy learning about mental things, or just the way the brain works, really. And he makes songs about that, and it's like a hug for people that have been through the things that he talks about. Just to know that other people have been through it, and he gets exactly what you're going through, you know? Anyways, I recorded like 20 minutes exactly of this video, and I kind of wanted it to be 20 minutes long, which is why I dragged on for so long. But I ran out of things to say, so I guess I ain't getting there. But, I mean, I am very close to 18 right now. I don't know, man. Maybe we could push for that. Maybe I can continue talking about something. I mean, like, you like vanilla ice cream? I mean, I rather like chocolate, and oh boy, here it comes. Here it comes. Oh!